Hey everybody, we're back with more Legend rune crafting. Usually it's 100, this time it's gonna be a little bit more. I was kind of lazy about actually doing this, but here I am now. So anyway, been having pretty good quad speed luck actually over the last week or so. So hopefully we can continue it today. We never know, but we'll do our best. Mostly looking, so I don't really farm will runes, so anytime I see will runes, we're kind of good, or we're happy to see them. Has speed, that's pretty nice. Didn't roll it, and with a defense percent, it's kind of not a re-up target either. This one looks kind of good. Has crit rate, has attack, has this rolled kind of low. This is missing almost an entire roll, so it's basically a purple. This one we hate accuracy runes, but has speed, so let's roll it. You never know. One of my more recent ones started at 4 and then came out perfectly nice. Let's see, fight rune, no speed, don't care. Vampire, this needs to go full crit damage for me to care, because then we can throw attack percent on it. Didn't do it. This one is too low, I don't really care. This one look, because you know, quad crit rate here would be, oh, that's actually kind of sick. I don't know where I'll use this, but that's not bad. The flat HP is kind of like weird, but whatever. That's, I mean, it's still kind of nice. That's a cool rune. Again, not, actually, hold on. Roll it for the quad. Good, 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 good. So already one keeper, that's kind of nice out of the first set. Even if it is like a weird keeper, but there's somewhere where I'll need that crit rate, I'm assuming. It's kind of a bad roll there. Fatal speed runes are kind of whatever, although I'm trying to make a Fatal Sonya, so they're getting a little bit more relevant. Those ones are bad, don't want that. This one's bad. That's bad. This one, roll it for the quad. Hopefully it doesn't do it. Thank you. Despair, once again, it's a flat on an even rune, so it's bad, but it still has speed, so you still have to roll it. I still, to this day, one of my first quads is a flat HP slot 4 will, and I use it like every time I build any team pretty much, because it's just, you're just required to. You take the efficiency hit, you just have to run it. All right, come on quads, let's go. Nope. Bad rune. This one, the starting rolls look nice, but it is endure, so that's kind of sad. I lost an entire roll pretty much across those 3, so that's not very good. I'll break down the next one actually, so you can see what I'm talking about where I see something like that. Actually, let's do it on this one, just so, because you'll notice, so here we've lost a third of a speed roll. Here we've lost, you know, 3/8 of an accuracy roll, and here we've lost half of an attack roll. So you're actually at like a half plus a third plus 3/8. You know, it's over 1, right? So that's what I mean whenever I say you've lost an entire roll. It's not an entire roll on one stat, but it's in terms of efficiency, it means that it's worse than a max rolled purple. Fatal, no good. Revenge. So here, again, I don't really, like, defense got better. Okay, so this could have been okay, actually, if this res had been 32 instead of 22. For, like, a defensive type rune. But it didn't do it, so we don't have to even think about it. Resistance is a bad set. Focus, meh. Fight. Roll this for crit damage, pretty much. So it could be like an off DPS set. This is flat with no speed, so don't roll it. Here we have a juicer. Just give us that speed roll. It didn't do it. I don't need it for re-apps either. I actually have a pretty decent number of will re-apps now, so I don't need ones that are like minimum efficiency on the innate. Okay, rolling it for speed pretty much. Didn't do anything. Nemesis, no speed, don't care. Seal, no speed, don't care. And this one, the set sucks, but it has speed, so you roll it. It rolls nothing we care about. That's fine. On to the next one. Will and Violent. If I could just get Will and Violent quads randomly. So that one didn't have speed as an innate, or had speed as an innate, so it's bad. This one, I was about to say, even if this quads, that's gonna be hard to use. I do use a flat attack slot 4 Violent with 28 speed though regularly. So, I mean, if it rolls perfect and hits super high, then sure, use it anyway. That was Speed Chase. Here, I am gonna hate this no matter how it rolls pretty much, because it's focused with crit rates, which is like, there's a few units that could use it, but it's not super crazy. Seal, this rolled pretty efficiently. Actually, this rolled sub-purple also, surprisingly, even with this. So we're missing half a roll here, and we're missing 5/8 of a roll here. So it's actually worse than a purple. So I don't need a slow seal rune anyway. I don't like that rune. Violent, come on, quad res. It's the only way to save this, I think. Could have been okay, but focus, just rolling it for speed. It's pretty okay. Fight rune, once again, generally rolling for like DPS stats because you use them in PvE, and so you want to be able to build DPS monsters with them. Let's see, energy, just rolling for speed pretty much. Crit rate, don't need this, no speed. Don't need a slow crit rate violent rune. Blade has crit rate, crit damage, but it starts off really low. So even if it rolled perfectly, it would have been kind of not that great. But I mean, it still would have been good enough if it had rolled perfectly. Fight rune with all the DPS stats. Let's see it. Let's go. It didn't do it. The accuracy could be okay, but determination with DPS stats, not very good. Let's see, Nemesis. I don't think I need crit rate, crit damage dim, but maybe for something like a Chow or something. You generally want it faster than that. Okay, fatal crit damage with crit rate on it, just quad crit rate, and we're fine. Nope. This one's just speed chasing. There's not too many vampire crit rate slot 4s, maybe like Juno sometimes. Okay, a fight rune with speed, let's see it. This one, maybe a copper rune or something. It wouldn't need to go high crit damage, it didn't do it. Will rune, don't really like that stat allocation. Accuracy rune, no good. This one, I don't think I keep this pretty much no matter what. But again, on a crit damage, you quad roll a crit rate and it's like at least usable. Kind of mediocre. Accuracy, also mediocre. Started off strong, getting a little weak now though. Destroy, nope. Seal, 2 flat stats, kind of lame. Determination on res, no thanks. Energy without speed, no thanks. Endure, flat slot 4 without speed, no thanks. Determination, once again, no speed, no thanks. Flat slot 2, no good. Rage, has crit rate, crit damage. I don't know where you use an HP, even if it had rolled crit rate, crit damage, I don't know where you use like an HP DPSer in that way. So this is kind of cool, but again, this is only max purple also, because you lost 6% here and 2% here, so that's an entire roll, and it's also a slow swift rune, so who cares? Energy. Oop, didn't want to do that. Oh no, what am I doing? Okay. All right, we still got about 50 crafts left. It's time to pick it up. Okay. Hate rolling these, but you never know. Okay. Destroy with speed. The other stats are very lackluster, so it would have been pretty bad anyway. An enhanced rune with speed. Enhance itself is the lackluster set. Focus. So starting off with 6 is pretty strong, but focus is also like a not super useful set. Like it's kind of okay, but it is hard to use. That's one of those sets where like you have like 2 or 3 like perfect runes that you use anyway. Revenge defense percent has some utility these days in the Sonya meta. A shield rune with, so man, this could have been so much better. So we lost half a roll here and a little bit. No, this lost an entire roll. So this is like way worse than purple. Yeah, it's sad. I might have kept it if it was on like a main set that was good, like Swift or Violent, but as a a shield set, nah. Okay, we got some seal runes, no good. This needs to basically quad crit, or sorry, it needs to quad HP percent, I think, to be super useful. Endure, once again, always excited to see a 6 speed, just because you dream of the 30, right? But okay, so this is like an actual DPS Swift rune. If this rolls just like perfectly, it didn't. That flat attack was not very good. Okay, Despair with speed on it. If only that were a slot 2. Oh, Will. Okay, this actually could be pretty good. Flat. Ah, man. It's bad because of the efficiency, mostly. I mean, that's how most runes are, I guess, but... okay, Fatal with speed. I've been getting a lot of quad Fatals. I was about to say, is this the next? Is this the continuation? Okay, Focus, speed. Nah. Enhance with crit rate, crit damage. Okay. I mean, that's usually what you want to see whenever you get a like an offset crit damage with crit rate. It's just a quad crit rate. And it has attack percent and accuracy. So technically, I never get to gem these things. So let's just go ahead and do this. So this is basically what I'll do is it has attack percent. So we just get rid of the res. And you just do something like this. Like, look how many of these I have. I never run these. So it's like, even though it's a bad set, it's like, it's still kind of high stats, you know? Like, this is a pretty good rune, even, but mostly because you can just drop like a bunch of premium grinds on it that you would never use on something like that. Because like, I look for an excuse to use grinds and gems on those weirdo offsets. And so you can make something like that like way better than has any right to be, like economically speaking. Okay, determination with speed. Let's see here. So violent. Okay, so the stat allocation is actually kind of nice here because it's all max DPS stats. So if I were to, this is a little unfortunate because the only thing really here to gem is the crit damage, but this is kind of like a pretty, we're missing 2 here, 3 here, 2 here, 5/8, a third. This is actually worse than purple. I don't need those. And it doesn't have an innate. I was gonna say that could be like a Leo rune, but I'm pretty sure I have insane Leo runes in every other slot. Like, it's not something I really need like a mediocre one of. Okay, despair, no good. Flat slot 2, no good. Seal, once again, give me the quad speed, we're okay. Rage, see, this is where I wish I'd gotten that 25. If I had, I would have been so, it would have been so much better here, but you know, it's, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Now I want a cookie. Flat slot 2, no thanks. Rage, has speed, has crit rate, has attack percent. Okay, approximately 20 more. 2 legitimately good keepers so far. Rolled too bad. Determination, that's no good. Swift, I'm gonna roll this for a quad crit rate pretty much. Because like if I'm using it for a DPS set, then you would want to gem speed onto it anyway with like a quad crit rate. Okay, nice triple. Oh wait, let's get rid of it. Just rolling for quad, never know. Didn't do it. No speed on a Swift rune, no thanks. Endure has nearly max DPS stats, so if it rolls them, maybe it's like worth keeping. So this is not very efficient. And just rolling for speed here. Vampires never lets us down. It did this time, but that's, we'll ignore that. Rewrite history. Flat slot 4, no thanks. Flat slot 4, no thanks. Flat slot 4, no thanks. Destroy rune without speed, don't really care. Determination, just rolling it for speed. Didn't get it. Flat slot 2, no thanks. Fight rune, rolling it for crit damage attack percent. See, if this had just moved up, that actually would have been kind of a keeper. No thanks. Energy, I don't know why I rolled that. Okay, here's our savior. This is gonna become a 28. It only kind of hurt me. All right, we have 3 runecrafts left. Let's see him. Got a vampire. So it's an attack percent vamp. Maybe if it goes max crit. Okay. Destroy, roll it for speed, maybe. No, thank you. And this one, no thanks. All right, so that's it. Let's take a look at what we actually kept. This one was a little bit, we didn't keep very much this time. So we kept this one, which is pretty nicely rolled. It's actually missing, this is technically only max purple, right? Like if this had been a 24 and this had been a 7, like this would have been just a purple. So actually this one I don't think is even a keeper. Other than, I'm not sure how many crit rate slot 2s I have for violent, so I'm gonna keep it. Because worst case, we throw like an HP here, and then it's used for something like a, actually, I don't even know. I don't really know. But I do like the stat allocation. Just the fact it's all crit rate, crit damage, and it's a high crit rate isn't bad to me. And then this one, another high crit rate on a crit damage rune, which is pretty nice. Just pretty nice in general. I don't know where I'll use it, but never know. Maybe it'll come in handy. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. And I'll start farming for the next one. All right, everybody, have a good one.